Hey everybody, welcome to the channel where every day is range day. Today we are going to be starting a 3-video series of what each of us guys here on the channel carry for our EDC in 2022. So let's get started. It has been a while since we have done an EDC video here on the channel, and that is a good thing. If you find something that works for you, you find something that is truly dependable, you don't have to switch up your EDC very much, but we thought it would be a good idea to update you all on what we prefer for our EDC. First of all, if you are new to this channel or new to a prepared mindset, you may not know what EDC means. EDC means everyday carry. It is stuff that you keep with you every day. You have it on you, most likely, or nearby. Carry it with you every day without a fail. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you what I carry every day on my person. There are things I don't carry on me that I might have close nearby, such as a trauma kit, a boo-boo kit, water bottle, things of that nature. But today I'm going to be focusing on the stuff that I carry on my person. We'll go ahead and get the firepower out of the way for my EDC. That is a huge focal point in the community of everyday carry, and many consider this as the main thing you should carry with you. Go ahead and get a safety check out of the way. This firearm here is unloaded. This is my everyday carry handgun. This is a Sig Sauer P320 X Compact. I have it outfitted with a Romeo 1 Pro. I have included the shroud on that and a TLR 1 HL. This is a handgun I adopted for my everyday carry about a year and a half ago. I purchased this handgun, got it set up for my EDC, and I really haven't changed much on it since. Recently just did a review on the Romeo 1 Pro, so you can check that out. The Romeo 1 Pro is a great red dot, especially if you're going to be running a P320. If your P320 is optic compatible, as is out of the factory, and you don't have to get it milled or anything, it is compatible with loophole optics and Sig optic. Just for ease of getting a red dot onto my pistol optic, I went with the Romeo 1 Pro, and also to review it for you fine folks. I have a TLR 1 HL on here. The TLR 1 HL does extend past the muzzle a little bit. Some people don't like that because it can get uncomfortable in a holster, especially if you carry appendix. However, I like it extending past the muzzle because if you ever have to press the muzzle up against something or a perpetrator in a self-defense situation and your muzzle goes out of battery, you're not going to be able to pull the trigger and fire the firearm. So if someone pushes up against your firearm, they will push up against the light and not the muzzle, giving you another inch or so safety when it comes to your slide accidentally going out of battery. Don't want to spoil too much about the X Compact. It is a phenomenal handgun, but we will be having a full review coming soon on this firearm. But it has not failed me for the year and a half that I've carried it, and I will continue to carry it. So for ammo, it is a 9mm, and I carry Hornady Critical Defense. Hornady Critical Defense is a very popular self-defense round. From our time on the range, we have never had a misfire from it, and from our few ballistic tests that we have done, it is incredible to see the performance that Hornady Critical Defense can bring. Again, this is a 9mm, and it's about time for me to rotate this out. It's a good habit to change out your batteries for your optics and your self-defense firearm ammo every year or so on your birthday or on some kind of anniversary. That way you don't forget it. For my holster of choice, I have been carrying the same holster for as long as I've had this firearm. I have a T-Rex Arms sidecar here, and it is light compatible, so my TLR HL fits down in there, no problem. This is the original sidecar. The newer sidecars do have a pin that runs right down here in the middle. that allows you to either carry an extra pistol mag or a tourniquet or a rifle mag or suppressor, anything like that. They have upgraded it, and it does have a little bit of flexibility in the middle. If it's not broken, don't fix it. The first generation sidecars are still great and are a very popular choice for appendix carry holsters. I do prefer appendix carry holsters for a variety of reasons. One would just be straight up comfort. You can carry a larger firearm with optics and lights and it'd be more comfortable on you. It carries the weight very well right in front of your person. Also, it is accessible, I'd say 99% of the time during your day. You're either standing up or sitting down, and it will always be right in front of you, not behind you, not on your back, which there are other reasons why I don't like to carry that way. But having it quick, accessible, and comfortable and very concealable appendix carry holsters are just what I prefer and what most of the guys here on the channel prefer. So, T-Rex arm sidecar, and of course, multicam black. Going to be talking now about my main pocket knife, which I carry in my EDC. This is the same pocket knife that I showed in my 2020 EDC video, so I will just graze over it pretty quickly. This is the Benchmade Osborne. It is a phenomenal knife, however it is an expensive knife. Just upwards of $200 is how much it would have cost me if I purchased it. However, I received this as a wedding gift from Uncle Ray. It is a phenomenal knife. I've only had to do some maintenance on it once because last deer season I killed a deer and gutted it with this pocket knife. It even still had a factory edge at the time. I usually like to sharpen a knife up as soon as I get it because the factory edges can be less than ideal. But Benchmade has a very sharp factory knife and it is a very smooth knife. Easy to do maintenance on. There was a little bit of gunk and rust that kind of built up there in the hinge because I gutted a deer with it and didn't clean it very well afterwards, so that was my fault, but a great pocket knife. Benchmade is a very popular option. They are dependable, they are made of great materials, and they stand the test of time. Very smooth pocket knife, carry it with me every day. Another part of my EDC that has not changed since 2020 is my Casio G-Shock. This is the same black and blue Casio G-Shock I got a couple years ago. I've been using it every day since, with exceptions of special dress occasions where I would wear a nicer watch. If I'm going to work or if I'm out in the field, I'm wearing this G-Shock. G-Shocks are great, affordable, everyday carry options for a watch. It comes in a variety of colors and flavors, and it is waterproof, shockproof. It has held up to the elements. All I can say is that the band will get pockmarked if it is exposed to DEET. Do a lot of work outside in the field and some dense brush. I've accidentally gotten some DEET on it when preparing to get eaten alive by chiggers or ticks. So that is one thing. However, the DEET has not messed up the watch face really at all, but this is a great watch. The only complaint I have is that at night it's very hard to see the LED screen. This is a digital and analog watch, so at night you really have to rely on the analog, but it doesn't hurt to go old school every once in a while. A couple things in my EDC that I will glance over very quickly is my wallet, which wallets really come down to your personal preference, just like everything else here on the table. This is a fossil leather wallet. It has held up well for me. My wife got it for me as a gift, and I have no really other reason to carry another wallet. Only problem with leather wallets is exposure to water, and it has gotten wet a couple times, and it really hasn't done too much damage to it. Fossil makes great watches and wallets and things like that, especially things made of leather, so leather wallets work for me. Another thing, chapstick. Don't have a preference or a brand I prefer. It's just good to have chapstick on you at all times, especially during these winter months. The next thing we're getting into is my choice of small EDC handheld lights. It's good to have your light on your phone, but the problem with phone lights is that they are really made to illuminate wide areas for photography. Sometimes it's best to have a smaller handheld light so you have more searching capabilities and more power from your light. For my everyday carry, I have decided to go with this Olight i3. Yes, it is an Olight, and I know that there will be some flack out there about it being an Olight. But for $20 or even less than that on sale, this is a great everyday carry light. I have washed it, I've dropped it, I have exposed it to sweat, heat, elements, and it is still holding up to me. But I would like to add that since this isn't as important for an EDC as compared to a weapon light, it's okay to have a handheld Olight or even another light that is of lesser quality. My last one was a J5 Tactical, and it did very well. It was a cheap $12 light I got off Amazon, and it held up for me for well over a year, and it finally died because I put it through the wash more than once and dropped it. The bulb was dimming and having some issues. It wouldn't stay on even with a fresh battery. So I finally had to retire that and decided to go with another cheap light. But I would recommend this for a small handheld EDC light. It has two modes, a dim mode and a bright mode. I think it's 300 and 600 lumens. I'm not sure about that, but it does the job. Okay, now we are going to get into my most recent additions to my everyday carry. These are some Christmas gifts I got from my loved ones from this past Christmas season, so I've only recently implemented them into my EDC. This is the Leatherman Rebar. It is important to carry a multi-tool with you pretty much just for the pliers. I use these pliers way more than you think. But aside from the pliers, there are several other options and tools on here, from files, saws, can openers, screwdrivers, lanyard holders, another knife. Having another knife is great. Remember, redundancy is a great thing, in my opinion. But this is a great, lightweight, thin multi-tool. The previous multi-tool I had did the job, but it was quite bulky. This carries about half the profile that the other multi-tool I carried have, but this is just a great slim Leatherman that I use for my multi-tool. I know another popular option from Leatherman is the Wave, but this is a little bit cheaper, and I didn't mind to have my multi-tool in this black and tan color. So far it's been doing me justice. It is still a little stiff. I'm loosening it up, but as you can see here, it is very loose. I have rubbed a little bit of the finish off already here on the edge. I keep this in my upper right side pocket, and my belt will rub against it sometimes. So there is a little bit of finish coming off, but remember, tools are meant to be used. And this other new addition to my EDC is something that people really don't consider often to add into their EDC, and that is some kind of writing implement, some kind of pen or pencil, but a lot of people prefer pens. Well, it also helps if your pen functions as a glass breaker and self-defense tool in a pinch. This is the Warrior Poet pen. On one side, it is a glass breaker, which can be used for self-defense in a pinch, and through this screw cap on the other side, it is a pen. I have used a pen several times so far. I can say sometimes the ink will dribble down to the ballpoint and kind of gum up a little bit. So you have to kind of write some circles or clear that off real quick before you have to write sometimes. That is the only aggravating thing I've had from this. But other than that, it is a very nice pen. It is made of aluminum. It is a great pen. The clip is phenomenal. That is something I kind of skipped over in some of my other EDC, is that a good clip, whether it's on your knife or your pen or your light, makes a huge difference in being able to retain this on your person. I usually wear a button up, a flannel, a quarter zip, something along that nature, and I keep this right here on my quarter zip in case I need to reach up and grab it, but also it's out of the way because one end is a glass breaker, so it can be a little sharp. I used to keep it down in my left pocket, but I kept poking my thigh. and you can't keep it on the other side because it's an open pen and you don't want ink stains. So I found that this is a great spot for me to carry this glass breaker pen combo. This is just my EDC. This is a dependable EDC that is comfortable and that I use every day and has met my personal preferences. It's going to be different for each person, and you'll even see that in the next couple of weeks when we show you Trevor and Chandler's EDC loadouts. If you like this video, please let us know by leaving us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments on this video, leave those down in the comment section below and I will get back to you. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when we drop new videos, hit that bell icon and select the preference that works for you. This is my EDC. What's yours? We want to hear from you. Let us know what you carry. What's your favorite firearm to carry? What kind of knife do you carry? Anything that you saw here? We'd love to hear it. And if you carry something a little bit out of the whack, let us know. We'll be interested in that too. So this has been Mac with Range Day, where every day is Range Day. Thanks for watching.
Oh my gosh. 4. Is that one? No,
that is deafening.
5. No, 6.